Hello again.
Hello.
Oh, yes, take two actually, because we forgot to start the video recording.
Right, this parachute I'm going to
just use the wee parachute.
Why the wee? Not just like a rope.
Because you get a wee capsule, you don't need a giant one. Like,
It'll be a softer landing.
Yeah, but it'll look stupid. Right. You talked about ice.
I've not even started building my spacecraft, and now you're calling it stupid.
No, I'm telling you how to not make it look stupid.
All right, okay.
Look.
Right. I'm going on now. I've got.
Right, you got that, and so you want to be able to detach your thing. So you need a separator, which is under the structural tab.
This one here, and that's
unpet tab 2, right? I'm just going to get you started with the most basic. See, the thing is, you are going to have to fly this time, right? There's your decoupler. That's it. Bingo.
That's a decoupler.
That is a decoupler.
Okay, right. That's okay.
Right. Yeah. Actually, you can do other things. So, no. What's your plan here? Are you probably going to put do you want an upper stage or what?
Well, if it's going to reach orbit, it's going to need more than one stage. I don't know of anything that's currently built that has one stage.
Right, this is a game, but yeah, I think you probably want multiple stages.
Right.
So go to your first page.
The first page in this one.
Oh yeah, no, the first page here, first tab.
This one here, right? Okay.
Yeah. And so build an upper stage, probably using one of the tanks.
Right. Okay. There's one tank. No, you need to have
stick
some
a tiny engine on there.
This one is just a poodle. That's quite a small engine.
Take a look at it when you drag it out.
That looks a bit big.
That looks like a wee bit of a big engine.
Right, what about this one here? What size is this? Wait a minute. This one here? Let's have a shot at this.
Oh, that's more like
this looks better. It looks in proportion.
It looks in proportion, yeah, there you go.
Right. iSuite, yes, that's better.
iSuite.
Right, so we're going to now put on another separator.
You need to find another separator.
Which I'll find in here.
No, you find that in the crane.
Right, I found this in here. And that's a separator?
No, that's a small hull.
Stage 2, this is a separator.
Hi.
Same type as the other one.
There you go.
Wait a minute. That's it.
No, don't do that. That'll make things explode.
Right, so I can't use this one. I need to put something.
Why not? No, you put it right there. Why not?
Now, what supports that to that?
Oh, magic.
It must be.
It's the modelers haven't quite made things work properly.
All right.
Don't worry. You know another thing you probably.
I would be worried if I was flying that. I would be worried.
Well, you know what? You can put some struts in there if you like.
These things.
Look, why don't
these things here?
Yeah, look. Turn on your symmetry tool.
This is what they would do. This is
turn on your symmetry tool, right?
Right. This is what.
You're going to do 2. How many do you want?
When you do
3, 4.
5 is
6.
that? No, 5.
Well, no. You have 4 or 6. You don't have a 5.
Right.
That's 8.
All right. Even 8. Fine. 8 will do.
Okay, so but you're gonna connect one stage to the other and see how it looks. Yeah, it didn't.
No, it didn't work.
You didn't attach it.
Oh, I've still got this thing here.
Drag your thing with the right. Never mind. Go lift it up.
I'm touching it to this part here.
Touch it to the model.
Touching it? I'm touching it to the model.
Yeah, you just left it, wasn't it? What?
This is not. Oh, wait a minute, I've thrown away my.
It's floating in midair.
I can't see it.
There.
It's just this it here.
Alright, turn it. Turn the thing using the right button.
All right, I see it now. Now you tell me. You see, so I can.
What have you done?
I think we'll better start this again.
No, just listen. Just pull those out of the way. Pick up your spaceship and move it out of the way. No, pick up by the capsule.
Right.
No, pick up by the capsule. No. You everything has to be attached to the capsule. No, lift it up. Up.
Why?
Because you're going to have to build a whole rocket underneath it. And if you don't lift it up, you're not going to be able to put stuff underneath it. They attach that on the bottom. Now pick up those struts. There. Now attach it to the decoupler first. Or to the... Don't attach them to the rocket. You can't attach it to the rocket. You can attach to the fuel tanks. There, like that, for example.
Right. 2.
And then drag it where you're going to attach to. Oh, up. There. See how it's drawn?
Right, I see what you mean, right.
Oh, there. Okay, well, that didn't work.
That didn't work at all, did it?
No, that didn't work at all.
No.
Listen, we're just going to rely on the magic to hold that there, right?
Okay. Simpler.
Yeah, magic is
But it's not right, though.
Listen, you can try and get it right, but I think people will get bored waiting on you. Now, attached to the fuel tank, not to the rocket, because the rocket doesn't.
That's a fuel tank there. No.
Yeah, that's a fuel tank, but you're too far up. Down a little. Yeah, like there. Try
About
that.
there.
And then try dragging that down. No, vertically, straight vertical.
Okay.
Not there.
Hallelujah.
Oh, there you go. Okay, now you're gonna build a launch.
That's not stable.
How's that no stable?
Because it's inverted. It needs to be braced. That's not bracing. That's just giving it some very little linear support. It should be cross braced.
It should be cross braced, but just imagine that is cross braced.
Okay, right.
I know you're an engineer and you see.
Yes,
you're
I like
gonna
it to
tell
be
me it's
right.
no aerodynamic next.
It's not aerodynamic yet. No.
Are you an aerodynamic engineer?
No.
No, you just saw some TV shows in this, right? Listen, we got to make some room underneath it.
So you want to lift this up a bit further?
Yeah, pick it up and use the mouse wheel to scroll up in the whole hangar. Ah, you see? There, now you got room to build a rocket underneath.
Now I'm driving it, eh?
Aye.
Right, now we're going to put on more fuel tanks.
Right, yeah, so you got to go back to your fuel stage. You can also put some guide. Well, we'll put the guidance stuff on later.
Now, what is the best fuel stage? That is.
Well, you could do one of those. You could do the really huge ones. If you go, I think step over.
Right.
Maybe they have the adapter.
Do you know, that's the thing. I need to sit down. When I get it home, I'm going to.
So many. Try this one. If you want to have a really big lower stage, click over. No, back. I don't know what all the bits are here.
Oh, how long?
Yeah, let's try going back. I'm looking for like a thing.
A thing.
A thing. There, try that one.
What one?
This one here.
This one.
This one.
That.
Aye.
That's not. Is that a stage?
Watch. You can now attach the really big fuel tanks underneath that.
Well, I see what you mean. So that's a structural part.
That's a structural part.
So I'll go back to fuel tank. Is that this one here? And
Now look for your big fuel tank again. No, or maybe I don't know. Take a look and see what looks good.
Oh, it looks alright.
Does that say it has fuel in it? Move mouse over it. It'll tell you the fuel capacity. You see, 1500. Ah, there. You can use those.
1300. I'll have another one of them then. Wow. It's starting to look like.
It's starting to look like a rocket.
It is.
I think you might need another, but I don't know. I'm guessing.
Well, I'm going by your judgment, Scott.
Okay.
Although I've been caught with this before.
Oh.
Once or twice.
So what are you going to put on? How do you want to do this? Do you want to have like lots of rockets or?
No, I think we'll keep it simple. We'll have one big engine.
One big engine. So look around for a big engine then.
So this is we're still in propulsion.
Or you could add more stuff.
There? You know. That's maximum thrust. Not big enough on that, is it?
What will? Yeah, you don't have. You can also push these
buttons. What about this
here?
How 200?
No. So here's the thing. Those tanks.
850.
Try that one. That one is a big rocket.
Well, wait a minute. I need to
use the mouse wheel. Mouse wheel. That's going to be a pretty solid rocket. I mean, not solid.
I mean, if that's enough to was that enough to lift it though? Because
that'll definitely be enough to lift it. Because look,
I mean, you're talking right. Okay, that'll definitely be enough to lift it.
I think so.
You sure? I mean, we've already got these tanks, and how much mass have they got already?
What?
These tanks have already got.
No, you'd use these other ones that were on page. Click. How much are those? They mass 5, right? So that's 15, right? And this thing has a thrust of 1500.
Right. So that should be enough.
It's going to be able to push it forwards at 10G.
All right. Well, that should actually, funny enough, that should be able to get into low orbit. That.
You think that'll be? Well, listen.
If you don't go straight up, you have to actually start off straight and then you have to lean over and then lean over a bit and start to get some orbital speed in.
Orbital velocity, yeah. Now,
I watched these programs.
You've watched these programs,
yes.
Aye?
I watched the moon landings.
You did?
I did.
How long ago was that?
A long time.
Aye, before I was born.
Before you were born.
I missed the moon landings by
I reckon if
days.
I'd been any more of them, you would never have been born.
No, I missed the moon landings.
Used to keep me up all night.
Right, so look,
They timed it for the American audience. They didn't time it for the one in the UK.
So you're going to put on some like control surfaces or wings or something here?
Well, we'll have to put in something at the bottom to give us some.
Right, so controls here. That's a good one.
Right.
So
we need something.
Control wings. Yeah,
Something like that there.
Yeah, okay, right.
So we'll maybe have 3.
3 of them? Okay.
3 is a good number. 3-legged stool. Always remember the 3-legged stool.
Okay. Now, how do you think you want to have some SRBs attached around this?
SRBs?
Yeah.
I'd have to do 3.
You would have to do 3, and you can do that in the gaps. I mean, I'm leading you a bit.
Do we
here,
need? Should we? Wait a minute. Why do we need? I don't know. I don't know. You have to try this out to see what happens.
Okay. So why don't we save this as Charlie's Spaceship? Change the name to like Charlie's Spaceship.
No, Shazam. Is this up here?
Aye, that's it. Just delete it and type in an appropriate name. Chasm. It's uppercased. Okay, so then hit the disc icon to save it up in the top right. The disc, not the.
I'm looking for the disc. That's not there to say,
it
right?
says save. There now. Why don't you go to the green one? Oh, sorry, the launch one.
This one here?
That's it. Yes, you know now.
Right. Okay. We're going to the launch pad now.
Okay. Now, do you remember how to fly this?
No.
Okay, so you have W and S controls your W, S, A, and D, right?
Wait. Have you not got an autopilot with us?
No.
It's mission control.
Did you fit an
Listen,
autopilot?
there's mission control always did this with their computers. There was nobody sitting there with a wee joystick going, I'm trying to fly it.
Listen, you know, after the first 30 seconds, after the SRBs, the space shuttle can be flown entirely manually. Listen, look, it's easy. It's like cursor keys, you know?
That's it.
W, A, S, and so W and S control your pitch.
That's the wrong side of the keyboard. I'm not left-handed.
You know what? You're going to need your mouse, and then shift and...
Wait a minute.
Shift and control your thrust, right?
Shift and control.
So hold down shift to maximise your thrust here. See it?
Right.
Right, okay.
So you want maximum thrust.
Right, so you've got maximum thrust,
right.
And then press space to launch, right?
Okay.
Go. There, you see, you're totally taking off. In fact, you're probably taking off faster than you need to. So now...
Right, I'm going to start tilting over a wee bit.
Okay.
Oh, no.
The atmosphere...
I've watched them launch this shuttle. They immediately clear the tower. They start bringing it over a bit.
Yeah, you know why that is, right?
Clear the tower.
Yeah, we notice if they have to drop anything in a hurry, they don't want to drop it on the people on the tower.
What's my height now?
Your height is up at the top. It's 7 kilometres.
My goodness gracious me! How much fuel have I got left?
You're down to 1 tank here. Okay, so you're just arcing over there. You're at 16 kilometres now, going a kilometre per second.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember the atmosphere here only goes up to like 70. There you go.
Right,
First stage burnout, main engine cut off.
Right. What's next?
I'm still getting space to jettison that stage, and now press space to act. Well, just wait a second. Maybe you want to throttle back before you activate your next stage.
So I would
control. Press the control button to bring your thrust down a little, and then hit space. There you go. Right, and then control back to 0. I would try and go on the horizon and see this 90. Point yourself to the horizon. I would turn off your rocket motors before you turn
off my rocket, right?
Hold it down.
What am I doing? I'm going down the way again now.
Have you turned your rocket? You're still at your rocket motors are 5.
No, it's not. It shouldn't be.
It's not at 0. Yeah, there you go.
Right,
and point it at 90 because you're going to have to start going sideways and get up some orbital speed. Point it here between the blue and the orange.
How do I do that?
With very careful piloting. That's it. You're getting there. So just remember, the blue is the sky and the brown or the orange is the Earth. Or the planet. It's not the planet Earth, it's the planet Kerbal.
Yeah, about there.
No, that's north. You're not going north, you're going sideways. You got to go at 90. No, you're going the opposite way.
Oh, no.
That's it, kids. Keep turning that way. Keep turning that way. Oh, it's right there. You want to be in this spot. There. Oh.
I'm looking at the ship rather than this thing here.
Yeah, look at the... Just imagine you are in the space capsule, right? Listen, maybe I should do this.
No, wait a minute.
There, look. Now use this. Now try flying it.
Oh, that's different. Wait a minute.
No, it's exactly the same. You're going to point at the same area.
Wait a minute. Down, back.
There.
Whoa, right, wait a minute. It's going the opposite way.
That's it! Oh, now get it right on there.
Too responsive.
No, that's what I said, be very gentle. You're still gaining altitude, but you're going to stop gaining altitude soon.
How's about that?
Okay, well, you could try accelerating there.
Okay, right.
You know what? Here, if you hit the caps lock key, it'll make you less sensitive. There you go. You're accelerating now.
Right, that's me.
But oh my goodness, it's asking us about sticky keys. No, get out of here, you stupid sticky keys dialogue. There we go. Listen, you're departing from the center. Oh my goodness. There.
Is this part here? Is this what it's telling you? It's the best plan.
No, I'm telling you it's the
Oh, you're
best
telling
plan.
me the best plan. Oh yeah.
Is your engine firing even? It looks like it's. Oh, what are you zooming in here?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll come out
wrong
of the
way,
cockpit
wrong.
again. Oh, what happened?
I don't know. You tell me what's happening now.
You hit the space bar.
Oh, what did that
You
mean?
jettisoned your stage.
Oh, come on. Nobody told me about this.
Yeah, you fired your stage.
I'm still going up the way, look.
Yeah, but you know what? If we switch to the map, there you go. You're going to come back to Earth.
Oh.
But you know what? If you come out, no wonder you weren't accelerating.
Oh dear.
Oh, look. So yeah, if you
Right,
hit
that's got a chance of getting up. It's obvious.
No.
It's obvious it's got enough energy to get there.
it obviously, aye.
Right, we'll try it again. You fly it this time.
No,
too.
I'm not going to fly it. You can fly it.
Right, okay, I'll do it again.
Right, okay. Well, when
These keys are far too sensitive.
why don't we bring it back? I'll tell you what. You can hit the buttons on it, right? So you're falling back to Earth. You might want to hit space to activate your parachute, or not.
No, it's a bit high yet for a parachute, isn't it?
Oh well, it'll fire up soon enough.
What's the parachute one?
You hit spacebar. Spacebar activates all your stages.
Oh, nothing's happened. Well, there we go.
Yeah. I'm accelerating the time here so that you see it coming back to Earth.
Oh, there
okay.
you are,
Okay. Listen. Let's go back. End flight. Right. Since you're lousy at flying.
Wait a minute. Since I'm losing at flying, you try and fly.
No,
it. No. I just want to see if my craft, because it looked all right.
Are you suggesting?
I would say that may get into orbit.
This would be trivial to get this into orbit. You think that I'm going to have trouble getting this into orbit?
No, I want to know if I can get this into orbit.
Okay, this is.
I want to know if this will be capable of
Right.
getting into
Okay.
orbit.
You get out the way.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Wait till I get my juice.
Oh. Right. Look. This is going to be easy. So the first thing. Oh, don't hold Neil.
This is far too easy.
This is going to be far too easy
for you.
No, Dad, you're making noises in the microphone. You got to hold it up. Okay, listen. So I'm going to fire up the thrusters, and the first thing is, look, I'm going to throttle back because this thing is pushing through the atmosphere and burning fuel way too quickly. So by cutting the thrust down to 50%. Even less than 50%. This has so much thrust. This is practically an anti-ballistic missile. You ever heard about the ABM systems that they designed during the Cold War?
The MX.
I don't know, were they MX, but they were basically designed to shoot up a nuclear warhead and intercept another incoming nuclear warhead.
This is the MX. This was a system which was
Right.
ran round in an underground railway.
Okay, well,
Nobody would ever know what it was.
yeah, well, they activated it and then they deactivated it on the same day because it came to operational status just at the same time as they figured out that, hey, electromagnetic pulse is kind of a nasty problem. Okay, I'm just gonna.
And you know what? That was about the time. That was about the time when they actually a pilot from the USSR. Flew his Fox-Bannet to Japan.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I think it was Japan.
Okay.
It could have been Korea or South Korea or something. But anyway.
Oh, you know what?
The US crawled all over this thing, right? And he says, look at this technology. They're using tubes. They're using tubes.
They're using tubes.
Says, my goodness, how antiquated. We're using transistors. However, the fact of the matter was the tubes were designed. The tubes were actually in it because it didn't get affected by the electromagnetic pulse.
Aye. Well, anyway, my point was,
So they are.
The ABM systems that the US had, when they accelerated out of their bunker, apparently they accelerated with the same G-force as a shell inside a cannon.
Wow.
And that was under pure rocket power.
Wow.
The thing is, like, the shell only accelerates while it's inside the barrel, whereas this thing would just, like, keep going.
How did it stay together?
Technology. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the space shuttle and most rockets, we have cars that accelerate faster than the space shuttle. The thing is, the space shuttle keeps going. Right? We can do 0 to 60 faster than the space shuttle in a car pretty easily. There, look, we're practically in orbit.
So that achieved orbit, eh?
No,
Can it land? That's the thing.
Oh, it can land easily. It has a parachute.
Right.
But I'm going to show you. Oh, okay, come on. I want to get this out of the atmosphere quickly. Come on. There, 70 kilometers. I want to get to apoapse, right? So,
What's apoapse? Nothing to do with apoapse.
apoapse is the furthest point in its orbit from the parent body. So now from here, I'm just gonna
The apogee.
right. So here, yeah, apogee. Except that this is the planet Kerbal, so
We'll call it apoapse.
apoapse is a generic term, or if you're going to be an astronomy geek, you can actually say apokey. Some people do,
Okay.
which is basically the parent body defines
So
what
I mean,
you call it.
why not call it what it was always called before?
What do you mean? Apogee is specific to the planet Earth. From the G comes from geo.
Oh right.
Right.
Now there's something. That's something new and something I didn't know before.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought that came to all orbiting bodies around no matter what planet.
No, because with the sun you have aphelion, and,
Oh right.
and with the moon you have actually the moon is complicated. Jupiter is apojove and perijove, which actually is interesting because supposedly the origin of apicides, of apps or whatever, is Greek, and yet Jupiter is the Roman god, right?
That's right.
So there's some like people who say that no, actually it should be Apozeus.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, this is a fictional planet, so we can make it up. So I think Apple Key is most
I'm
appropriate.
confused.
Yeah. I've had to explain.
I'm confused about that because
You know what? This probably has enough fuel to take us to another
planet,
moon, right?
Is it really?
Yeah, and back.
Well, there you are. My first rocket worked.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it has. But you can't fly it.
No, because I'm.
So it's you that's broken. So we need to
No,
get.
it's me. It's me. I'm just, these controls in this, but far too sensitive.
Far too sensitive.
Far too sensitive.
Likely story. Listen, we can probably take.
Telling you, they're far too expensive.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna soft land this thing on somewhere. Let's bring it back. Where is? Oh, actually, yeah, this is the perfect place. I'm gonna totally soft land this.
It was
back.
more fun with a space plane rather than the rocket. You know.
Well, you want to fly a space plane again? I
haven't finished with the design of that because I never get in. It worked very well.
Yeah, because building space planes is hard, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna kill my orbital velocity and come down over. I'm killing it really fast. So I'm aiming to come down near the space center. Except I'm coming down at night, so I'm really gonna be toast. Oh dear. Okay, that's pretty close. There, so come out of map. Where are we going? That's backwards. So that's the space center that way. So if we time accelerate, that's us coming down. And then we can use atmospheric time acceleration. We can only go 4 times normal speed.
Why?
Because it has to run the physics engine at the same time.
Right. Do you have to separate? You thought you had to separate.
No, what I'm going to do...
You're going to try and land the thing?
I'm going to try and land...
There's got nothing. It's got no support to land on except with the engine. And these struts.
Oh, how hard can that be? Okay, so... You know what? I'm going to fly this thing upwards. I'm going to give it some altitude because I want it to go fly over these mountains. Look at this, I'm slipping sideways. Oh, I can see these mountains here. They're
I thought
big.
it was a forest.
No, they're mountains there.
How can you tell?
Because
This looks like a dark mass.
I have pilot's eyes, obviously.
I tell you what, if I was flying this, I would have no idea what I'm seeing. Look at this, I'm gonna try flying over and get closer to the space center. Why?
How do you know where the space center is? That wee?
That's where that's all the debris of the crashed spaceships we've left.
Okay.
And a lot of them didn't get very far.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just gonna try and skip up a little.
Uh-huh.
Hoping that I get more speed. I don't think this is gonna work actually. I have I'm leaving the parachute attached to the rocket. Okay. So let's do some more time acceleration. See what happens. Yeah, it's not going to get anywhere near where I wanted it to go. Well, anyway, my point is that I want to fire the parachute and have it land like that. See? And then it'll come down relatively quickly, but when the parachute opens, I want to be able to kill...
How does a parachute trigger itself to go to blossom out?
Oh, it's 500 meters above the surface. It always
How
does.
does it do that?
It's magic. It's programmer magic.
Right, I'm just curious.
There, you see?
You look at that. So it's 500. Oh, you're right. That was 600 meters.
Yeah, and I guess when we get down to the surface, it'll be like 150 meters or whatever above the surface. So I'm just gonna go down, and when
what
I get...
happens at the end?
Well, I'm gonna
fire the engine.
I'm gonna fire my engines a little at the end just to bring my speed down to something reasonable. Oh! Stupid sticky keys! Oh!
You wrecked my...
You Windows, you kill me! So I had to reinstall my computer and it keeps on popping up the sticky keys dialogue. Turn on sticky keys. Do not turn that on ever. Apply.
Bring back Bill Gates.
Oh, Bill Gates. Listen, I hear that they've managed to make Windows even worse with Windows 8.
Has he?
That's what everyone's saying. Nothing to do with Bill Gates. This is
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have anything to do with it anymore.
He has nothing to do with it. Well, maybe he does. He just spends the money. But he does spend the stuff on money and good things.
He spends it in good things. Malaria,
supposedly.
Anti-malaria and stuff like that.
Aye.
I bet he obviously spends something in himself. So.
Yeah,
He's got a nice
and
hole.
apparently he plays bridge against Warren Buffett.
Well, bridges are... Depends on how well you know it.
Okay, we're going to get back to this.
Either boring or